Hello, hello, another beautiful morning in beautiful Tanzania, Dar es Salaam. Wow, it's amazing here. And first I want to share this amazing new archetype that actually erupted from my time here in Tanzania, in TZ. And it's not been easy being here in Tanzania, new language, new things that need to be adapted. And things haven't gone as I wanted to, I have to be honest. And some of it's due to language barrier, some of it's due to culture. I feel like here in Tanzania, people this is my second time here, people are open, but they also have this tendency to not being that honest, and that, I guess that's a part of the culture, right? Instead of just being like, hey, I went being honest about things, they rather just want to lie. So for example, I went into a restaurant and they said in the restaurant they said free Wi-Fi. And then I asked in the restaurant hey, okay, free Wi-Fi, okay, how fast is the internet, And then they're very fast. I go into the place, I sit down, the internet is less than 1 megabits per second. It's crazy. I sit down and then I look at the waitress, the one who told me it's very fast. Hey, it's not very fast. What is this? The same with the landlord, the place the apartment I locked into, there was a lot of things there too. And at one point you can just laugh, you just end up laughing, smiling, and going about your day. Because for me, the most important thing is to serve the clients, serve the people. That is the most important thing. Give back to this beautiful, amazing world. That is my first priority. Together with God, together with connecting to the universe. So after being in this, being happy, being smiley, being resilient, basically just surrender myself to these main pillars of life, I ended up just waking up, focusing on the more important things, right? Okay, I need to have an important structure, fundament. And what is that? The main goal is to serve the people, serve the clients, serve the family, be there for these amazing people. What should I feel like? What should I establish in order to be the best version of myself? I need food, right? Food, discipline, and sleep. Food, discipline, and sleep. So food, I just bought healthy food in the supermarket, because the food here is not the most healthiest, It's also rather expensive. So it's just easier to just buy one's own food. You can cook nice, amazing, healthy food, and it's cheaper. The other thing is sleep. And because I checked into this apartment, I had to figure out a way to sleep. I have to figure out my own routine when it comes to sleeping. So I did that, and now I have sleep. I'm bettering my sleep, sleeping those 7 hours, 8 hours every single day. I can wake up and I can feel empowered, But anyways, so when I had all those main pillars sorted out, I started to establish, investigate, and develop this amazing archetype, which is this archetype that is, how can I put it, the smiley warrior. Let's call it that. The smiley warrior, or the smiling warrior, which is this warrior archetype that just laugh at everything. You just laugh at all the obstacles, all the troubles, all the hardships. That is the archetype. That is the behavior of the archetype. So let's say that you, in my situation, you checked into, you're facing these things. For example, clients a prospect who doesn't want to respect you, They don't want to respect your time. They don't want to show up, like they're no-show, all that kind of things. And let's say that there's no good place to work. And some other hardships, you know, like you get sick and you need to treat yourself. Imagine, so you have all these hardships, but you still wake up, you know, you still have the tenacity, you still have the purpose. Because if your purpose is great enough, nothing can really stop you. You know, and when you face these hardships and you know what to do and you face them more and more, and there are different type of hardships that you're facing, you reach to a point because of this purpose, because of this tenacity, because of this resilience. It's like you end up just smiling and laughing and you still go on, you know. So you just laugh at these hardships, you laugh at these adversities that you face in life that I just told you guys about, and then you're still consistent. You still go. That is beautiful, you know. So I created this archetype from my hardships, struggles that I'm facing currently here in this beautiful country, this beautiful capital here, Dar es Salaam. Because I'm still like, okay, I can still work, you know, I can still get my work done, and I still put boundaries. So I still, like, for example, when I face these hardships, I also integrate. So it doesn't mean like you have to be in those hardships, right? Like you just accept, okay, you accept it, you forgive yourself, you forgive everything around it, and then you still try to make your life better, right? So for example, one other example is that, for example, in the place I live, I requested for a table, right? And it haven't come yet. And then I'm like, okay, let me just wait a couple of days. And then I just tell the guy, hey, I need that table, you know, I need to work, right? Then you tell him, or for example, the Wi-Fi. Okay, there's a hardship, the Wi-Fi is not there, I need the Wi-Fi. And then I tell the guys, hey, it's not fast, you know, and then I end up leaving. I don't want to stay there, I don't want to invest in that place because they lied to me. Or maybe they lied to me, but they're not even smart, no expression in their face either, right? So it's not a place that you really want to be, right? Like you put boundaries. It's not like you accept the hardships. You accept the hardship, but you also put a boundary. You don't stay with the hardship. You do better your life. I guess I made my point there. I hope it is understandable. So yeah, so this archetype, back to the archetype, this smiling warrior. Smiling warrior. It's very powerful because it makes you go on with a smile. It makes you go on with a smile. Instead of, you know, before I would just go through these hardships, I would imagine these hardships, and I would channel all my precious energy and time on these hardships. And I'll waste a lot of precious time, precious energy. I'll be irritated. I will just give up, be in a state of hopelessness, right? But this time I'm like, okay, there's this hardship going on. There's this adversity that I'm facing. And I've been facing so many adversities that my core has been strengthened. I've been used to it. And I'm like, okay, I've been facing so many other things, so many other hardships. This is nothing, but when you face many of them, you just get, yeah, like your core is just getting strengthened, and you feel like you can face anything, you know. You get a stronger mind, that's for sure, much stronger mind. You get rigid, you feel like you can face anything in life. Nothing can really stop you, and that is the power of purpose. You know, that's the power of your purpose, you know, like when you have a high purpose, something higher and stronger, and goes beyond yourself, then it's just like nothing can really stop you. Nothing can stop you. Even today, you know, I had a meeting today with somebody from Los Angeles. And she said like she want to work, like I just did a quick presentation. Just like a 5 to 10 minutes presentation. because I want to be effective. And the woman was like, wow, it's amazing, there's so much information, wow, I need this, you know, this is what I need, this is, wow, please, and my mom needs this too, wow, you're doing it so amazing, you're a school, you're like an educator, amazing PowerPoint, I did some PowerPoint as well, and it just makes your life, it makes your day, you know, like, wow, look at these people that really need this information that I've gathered together for the last 10 years, that I'm gathering right now here in my life here in Tanzania. You know, it's been amazing. You know, like it's just different shadows being activated. So try this archetype in your next meditation. So how can you do it practically? So let's say you are in any kind of situation, right? Like actually dating. Dating is a pain point, common pain point. Like you go out there, you put yourself out there, and you still get rejected. You still get, rejected, ghosted, whatever, right? Like you don't find anyone to match. You don't, you just use a lot of energy, money, time, and it leads to a lot of frustration. You can use this archetype by waking up and you're like, okay, no messages. You're not seeing any messages on your phone. You go to a date, maybe you get ghosted. And then you can just end up smiling. You just end up smiling, and you tap into this smile. You know, tap into the smile. You end up smiling, and then you keep going. You know, you keep going, keep activating your core, the warrior within you, and you keep going. You know, that is the secret. You keep going no matter what. Keep releasing, and even if you take a break and you go into yourself, that's valid too, because that also means that you keep believing in yourself. You're not losing any faith. You keep going with a smile, with a big grind, the big smile, and then laugh, just laugh at it, you know, that's a part of the meditation. So, dating, facing a lot of hardship, rejection, ghosting, whatsoever. Close your eyes, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe into this archetype, you start laughing, you start smiling, and you start tapping into the resilient. Start tapping in to this hardened way of just going no matter what. And then you hug yourself and you dissolve into nothingness, being in this archetype. You thank this archetype, dissolve into nothingness, and you're one. You're getting born out of this love. And you're fully back again, and you can keep going. It's amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. You are one. You are one with everything. And I will end the video with this beautiful building here. Where you're one with everything, you're one with union, you're one with God, all the universe itself. Wow, amazing. Have a beautiful day ahead.